Where the Pacific meets the shore, a vision took shape, the dream of a coastal town, carved from the promise of the West. In 1875, two men, Colonel Robert Symington Baker and Senator John Percival Jones, stood on these windswept bluffs and imagined something new. Like so many, they came west in search of the future, and they found it in the sunlit coast of what would become the city of Santa Monica. Born in Rhode Island, Colonel Baker arrived in California during the 1849 gold rush. He made his fortune selling supplies to prospectors. By the early 1870s, he landed in Southern California, transforming himself from merchant to rancher, buying Rancho San Vicente, Santa Monica, from the Sepulveda family. Senator Jones's journey west began in 1850. Born in England and raised in Ohio, he arrived in San Francisco with ambition. Jones served as sheriff in Trinity County, then joined the California legislature, but it was in Nevada at the legendary Comstock Lode, where he struck silver and made his fortune in 1873. That fortune carried him to the United States Senate, representing the state of Nevada. Later, Jones traveled south and bought a large portion of land from Baker, who needed cash to launch his next venture, that of a railroad. Together, Jones and Baker now owned most of what is now known as West Los Angeles and Santa Monica. Their vision: build a thriving town centered around a major shipping port. They mapped out the land, and with the promise of majestic views, sea breezes, and easy access to the growing city of Los Angeles, in July of 1875, they began auctioning off parcels. Oceanfront lots sold for $400 to $500. Inland lots went for as little as $75, but the story of the city isn't theirs alone. Arcadia Bandini Stearns de Baker, Colonel Baker's wife, was a force in her own right. Born into a prominent California family, she brought land and influence and was known as a sharp businesswoman, philanthropist, and landowner. Some say she spoke only Spanish while expertly navigating the business and social world of Santa Monica. She set aside land for parks, schools, and churches, and eventually took over managing her husband's affairs. Together with Senator Jones, she donated land to the U.S. government for a veterans home, what we now know as the West L.A. Veterans Administration Campus. Senator Jones's wife, Georgina Sullivan Jones, also held influence. She was a supporter of women's suffrage and local civic causes. Their home, Miramar, located on what we know today as Ocean Avenue in Wilshire, became a gathering place for reformers. Among the guests were suffragists Susan B. Anthony and Dr. Anna Howard Shaw, who signed the Miramar Guest Book during one of their visits campaigning for women's rights. While Georgina helped shape the city's social and cultural fabric, Senator Jones was focused on its economic future. He built the Los Angeles and Independence Railroad, linking the mines of Nevada to Los Angeles. In partnership with railroad magnate Collis Potter Huntington, he extended the rail to the sea, where they constructed the long wharf stretching into Santa Monica Bay. The train would meet cargo ships right at their dock. They had successfully positioned Santa Monica to become the port of Los Angeles. But history chose San Pedro. Still, what they built endured. Santa Monica grew, rooted in ambition, guided by vision, and shaped by sea and sun. And even now, it remains a place where past and present meet at the edge of the Pacific Ocean.